Torah narrates that Yitro, this Jethro, heard about the deeds of the Hebrew people and his son-in-law Moses. Moses was married to Zipporah, daughter of this Jethro. What specifically did Jethro listen to? What did he hear? According to the biblical expositor Rashi, there were two events that caught his attention. One was the exodus from Egyptian slavery, and the other was the war against Amalek. Yitro recognized on the one hand the divine intervention because of the 10 plagues that God sent to Egypt. The exodus happened. Without God's intervention, nothing would have happened. It was a clear sign of the privileged relationships that the Hebrew people had with God, with the one God. Probably, he also understood that it was a social revolution that promised the beginning of the defeat of slavery in all humanity. Without divine intervention, the Exodus would not have taken place. It is possible that even likely that another group of slaves had tried to free themselves from that yoke in the past, but they had not been successful. The demonstration of a superior force was necessary. God had to be present to bring about the end of slavery for the Hebrew people. But it was not only for the Egyptians, it was also very important for the Hebrew people to see what God can do. In the case of the war against Amalek, that was different. This time, the Hebrews, with their weapons, which they had obtained before they left Egypt, they faced the enemy and emerged victorious. Yitro then observed two different things. First, the intervention of God in the case of slavery. And second, the struggle that the Hebrews waged against the Amalekites. In the first case, God had a leading role, and in the second, the Hebrews themselves. He surely concluded that they were a heroic and courageous people who were also the object of God's favor. However, it is interesting to note that in the case of the war against Amalek, the Torah relates that Moses had to have his arms raised, and when they were raised, the Hebrews would win. But when he let his arms fall, the battle favored the Amalekites. So eventually, he needed the help of his brother Aaron and Hur to help him keep his arms raised. Perhaps the teaching is that even with our best of intentions and will, we still need divine help. But on the other hand, without the bravery of the Hebrew warriors, the battle would not have been won. So we need both. I remember when I lived in Lima, Peru, there was a saying that was very popular. Ayúdate y el cielo te ayudará. Help yourself and heaven will help you. You have to do something also. Maybe you have to start it. Then God will be on your side. If your cause is right, if morality is on your side, you surely will come out to be the winner.